Welcome to a journey into the unknown. Tonight, we delve into the dark corners of reality, where fear takes root and nightmares come to life. Prepare yourself for 5 terrifying, true, scary stories that will haunt your dreams. These are not mere campfire tales meant to evoke a quick chill, but accounts of true terror that linger long after the lights are out. Stay close, if you dare, and let the unsettling truth of these stories seep into your bones. Our first tale takes us to a desolate highway, where a flickering neon sign beckons weary travelers. The Oakwood Motel, they call it, a place where time seems to stand still, and a chilling secret festers within its walls. Room 104, they say, is where it happened, where the veil between our world and the next wears thin, allowing tormented souls to slip through. Guests speak of icy drafts that cut to the bone, despite the summer heat. The air grows heavy, thick with a sense of dread, an unseen presence making itself known. Whispers slither from the shadows, disembodied voices whispering names, dates, pleading for help. Some report seeing a shadowy figure, a fleeting glimpse of a man consumed by sorrow, his eyes burning with a ghostly light. They say he paces the room, restless, forever trapped in his torment. Objects moving on their own, doors slamming shut with unnatural force. Is it the echo of a tragedy long past, or something more sinister, something hungry for the living? The Oakwood Motel stands silent, a tomb of secrets, daring you to spend a night in room 104. But be warned, once you step inside, you may never truly leave. Our next story plunges us into the heart of a mystery that has haunted a small town for decades. Sarah, a vibrant young woman with a contagious laugh, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions. It was a crisp autumn evening when Sarah was last seen, her laughter echoing through the quiet streets as she bid farewell to her friends. She turned the corner, her silhouette swallowed by the encroaching darkness, and then nothing. Days bled into weeks, hope fading with each passing hour. Search parties scoured the woods, their desperate calls met with an unsettling silence. The police investigated, chasing down dead ends and whispered rumors, but Sarah remained elusive. Theories abounded, each more unsettling than the last. Some whispered of a shadowy figure, a stranger who had been seen lurking in the shadows in the days leading up to Sarah's disappearance. On the night of her disappearance, Sarah had been carrying a worn leather-bound journal, a gift from her grandmother. To this day, Sarah's fate remains a mystery, a haunting reminder that sometimes people vanish without a trace, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a chilling silence. Chapter 3. The Shadow in the Woods. Our journey into the unknown takes us deep into the heart of the forest, where ancient trees stand as silent witnesses to the darkness that dwells within. Here, amongst the rustling leaves and the whispering wind, lurks a terror that has haunted hikers for generations, the shadow in the woods. They say it begins with an unsettling feeling, a prickling at the back of your neck, a sense of being watched. The air grows heavy, the sunlight struggling to penetrate the dense canopy above. Then you see it, a fleeting glimpse of movement in the periphery of your vision. A dark, shadowy figure, tall and slender, its edges blurring into the undergrowth. It never makes a sound, gliding silently through the trees, its eyes, 2 glowing embers in the darkness, fixed on you. Fear takes root, a primal instinct urging you to run, to escape the unseen terror that stalks your every move. Some say it's the spirit of a lost hiker, forever bound to the woods, seeking revenge on those who dare to trespass on its domain. For the shadow in the woods is patient, and it is always watching. Chapter 4. The Haunted Doll. Our next tale takes us from the sprawling wilderness to the confines of a home, a place where we seek comfort and security. But what happens when that sanctuary is invaded by a malevolence disguised as innocence? This is the story of the haunted doll. It began with a seemingly harmless antique, a porcelain doll with rosy cheeks and vacant eyes, purchased from a dusty antique shop. It was meant to be a cherished heirloom, a link to the past, but this doll harbored a dark secret. From the moment it crossed the threshold, a palpable unease settled over the house. Doors creaked open and slammed shut on their own. Whispers seemed to emanate from the doll's lifeless eyes, chilling whispers that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to listen. But it was the doll's eyes that truly instilled fear. They seemed to follow your every move, their vacant gaze burning with an unnatural intensity. Some swore they saw the doll blink, its porcelain face contorting into a grotesque mockery of a smile. Children, particularly susceptible to the unseen, refused to be in the same room as the doll, their innocent eyes wide with terror. Nightmares plagued their sleep, visions of the doll coming to life, its tiny hands reaching out to strangle them in their beds. The family tried to discard the doll, to rid themselves of the curse that had befallen their home, but to no avail. Chapter 5. The Ghost of the Abandoned Asylum. Our final descent into darkness takes us to the decaying halls of Cranbrook Mental Asylum, a place where the echoes of madness and suffering linger like a suffocating fog. Abandoned and left to crumble, Cranbrook has become a breeding ground for paranormal activity, a magnet for those seeking a glimpse into the afterlife. The air within Cranbrook is thick with despair, the weight of countless tormented souls pressing down on you. Rusted iron bars cast eerie shadows, and the silence is broken only by the drip, drip, drip of water seeping through the crumbling walls. It is said that the patients of Cranbrook never truly left. Their tormented souls wander the halls, seeking solace that death has denied them. Footsteps echo through the empty corridors. Disembodied whispers send shivers down your spine. Urban explorers and thrill-seekers, drawn to the macabre allure of the abandoned asylum, tell stories of encounters that chill them to the core. Shadowy figures flitting at the edge of their vision, cold spots that defy explanation. Some have reported hearing screams echoing from the empty rooms, the desperate pleas of those forever trapped within Cranbrook's walls. The Ghost of the Abandoned Asylum serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of the human psyche and the enduring power of our darkest fears. These stories are a reminder that sometimes the truth is scarier than fiction. The world is full of unexplained phenomena, of shadows that lurk just beyond our understanding. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying tales.